Alright, well, Nick, the modern mystic, has apparently decided to get in on the conversation to make a contribution, and his contribution is shit. Okay, fuck you, Nick. Yeah, so, there, I said it, fuck you. Just so stupid. What's the point? You're sitting going to talk about language by blowing language to pieces. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. It's not constructive. Words are imperfect, we know that. It's hard enough to be able to even communicate with each other and have a common definition of words, even if the common definition is a little bit ludicrous, stupid, and contradictory. At least that's something. But to sit there and say something like there's just like all these words are just labels and they all don't mean anything, it's just idiotic. Consciousness is a significant label. Once you've labeled something conscious, it's a significant label. It should indicate something in our brain when we hear that fucking word consciousness. It should mean something. And it's the same thing for the word intelligence. There's a huge difference between giving something thought and between brain rolling ideas around for maybe months, days, years, decades, and action that is provoked because somebody looked at the bunion on their foot and decided, well, the bunion's green today, so I'll go to the grocery store. We're not going to call that intelligence, okay? We are going to call disciplined arrangement of thoughts, no matter how they got arranged, no matter the fact that it was determined from the moment of the Big Bang that the arrangement would take place. It is completely irrelevant to the fact that the arrangement is clean and pure. It's if I build a filter, and that filters out dust or some entity, it's significant that the thing on one side of the filter is different than the thing on the other side of the filter. Intelligence filters the bullshit that human consciousnesses are capable of contriving. It's a significant and meaningful fucking word. It's not fucking irrelevant. It's not all fucking dumb. It's stupid to use that term. You could say that some has more filtering and some has less filtering if that pleases you. But it's just fucking stupid to say we can't use a word like intelligent anymore and it doesn't mean anything and it's an insignificant or meaningless label. Fuck you. That's stupid. It's not even... I can't even call that dumb because that's worse than talking to a bunion. Fuck you. It's insane. Your contribution is absolutely fucking useless. There's no way you can't even. You might as well just babble. You might as well talk in tongues. Okay, it's incoherent nonsense. I don't even know how to describe your last two videos. All right. Anyway, so now on to Matt's interpretation of your bullshit. Of course, he found some value in it because you threw a big giant. I don't know, a big giant funny ball into the game. He didn't want to play the game, and you just threw something into the game that nobody can play with. It just makes the game impossible. There's a wacky ball bouncing around now in the middle of the stadium. So anyway, I'll get to his points. So yeah, Matt, fuck you on interpreting what I have said as calling nature evil. Certainly when something is really, really stupid, we're inclined to apply intention to that stupidity because the stupidity is so preposterous. So really dumb humans can appear quite evil because their actions are so abhorrent to anything logical and sensible that you automatically imply an intent. I mean, you can't be that stupid on purpose. I mean, without purpose. But whatever, you know what I said, and I said it clearly in my last video, and if you quoted my videos, you heard it. Crude forces. And they're so damn crude, they're so damn stupid, they're incapable of anything, any kind of conceptualization or appreciation for the value of consciousness, the value of an emotion, the value of a feeling. Nature has no, it doesn't integrate it into its design and understanding, its mechanics. Okay, appreciation for something that valuable does not exist in nature. That's what makes it abhorrently dumb. Okay, forces. Disgustingly dumb. Alright? But evil, yeah, I don't think I've used that word more than a couple of times, and only in very loose conversation. So fuck you and that misinterpretation. All right, and then the fact that Dawkins is willing to engage in some, phantasmagoralizing is his business. Okay, he's not God. He's not the Oracle. Carl Sagan did the same thing. I mean, he went on little fantastic, voyages of imagination and nonsense. The fact that other scientists, can't resist the impulse to emotionalize their science is their fucking business. It's not a liability I have to defend against or explain. Okay, I can just say that, I would have given a different answer to the question than Dawkins. I would have said, fuck you, it doesn't matter. That's what I would have told some asshole who wants to talk about some kind of, minutia of quantum blibble blabble. Because it's completely fucking irrelevant to the important questions that we can't answer. And so that's the third point of your bullshit. Is that you sit there, well, the history of science is this, that we don't draw conclusions, we don't realize anything, we just ask a bunch of nonsense questions forever and ever. Fuck you, all right? That's a stupid history. Why would we relive the ignorant past, okay, where they had unanswered questions, then they found answers to the map. They did figure out the round wheel, and they figured out thermodynamics, and they figured out Greece, and they figured out this, and they figured out that. They figured out answers, Matt. And you're saying that philosophically, though, no, there's no answers. No, science won't ever answer any of those questions. It'll just sit there and wander about asking completely irrelevant questions. Well, the green isn't really green. It's only a reflection of what colors it doesn't have, and blah, 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 blah. A bunch of irrelevant, minutia nonsense that has absolutely nothing to do with what the goddamn car is. We know what it is. We can see the wheels. We can see the engine. We can see the steering wheel. We don't know. We don't have to know whether it has leather seats. We don't have to know whether the paint is metallic deep purple. We don't have to know any of that fucking minutia bullshit. We don't even know, half the mechanics we don't even have to know. All we have to know is what it's capable of and what it's built of and how it was built. And we have those answers now. We know what we need to know, all right, to define our reality in a significant way. And you jackasses just don't like what that evidence points to, and it clearly does point to it. It clearly is stating a fact, and you just don't like that fact, so you're going to keep holding out for the magic door, the leprechaun, the unicorn, the reptilian. There's some other fucking explanation for our existence besides cesspool, because you don't like cesspool as a creator. So, but fuck you, that's all it's about. We have the fucking facts to draw conclusions. And so the last point I guess I'd make is you ended with some kind of bullshit about intuition, and we intuit the feeling. So I'll let the sock puppet take care of this one. Matt, you are such a fucking asshole. Okay? Just because something demonstrates behavior does not mean it has any constituent particles that make that behavior significant. It can just be mimicking behaviors that other things that have things like consciousness display. It is fucking irrelevant, though, to the story. So fuck you crazy fucker. Okay? Okay? You get me? You asshole?